Did you see that? I made the book. It's like a ghost. Man, I'm just delivering like the best content to you guys. Hello friends. Welcome to this very spooky TBR game. Let's just get right to it. I fulfilled all my prompts in the month of September, so we're gonna go into the spooky season with a reward. All right, let's see what we get. So we get to double up prompts. What that means is that I can choose 2 prompts and I can combine them to just read 1 book instead of 2 books. We're definitely going to use this. I picked my reward. Let's go.
This is roll number 1. That is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple flower.
Okay, we got a 6. It's fine because we got a fantasy. And because it's the spooky month, I have a lot to choose from to get into the spirit of the season. And I have decided that I'm going to pick up this children's graphic novel. I am going to be reading Seance Tea Party by Raymana Yee. I don't know anything about this except it's got a great cover and it's about a ghost. So I assume a tea party is involved along with a seance. Maybe that's how our ghost character comes to be in the story. I don't know, but I don't need to know because look at how pretty this cover is. I have heard through the grapevine that people love this book. And so I am excited to start off with a ghost story. It's very appropriate for the season. And I just think I'm gonna have lots of fun. Let's go on to the next roll.
This is roll number 2. That's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a succulent.
Okay, we got a succulent, which means that we need to read a horror novel. However, because of our reward, you need to go to the next roll to figure out what I'm gonna pick for this prompt. Go. You'll find out soon.
This is roll number 3. Ooh, that's a 16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
16. That is a blue flower.
Okay, we got a 16. We're just chugging along. And we got a blue flower, which normally, as you know, is not my favorite. However, I'm going to use the previous prompt, which was a succulent, which if you don't know, means that I read a horror novel. And I'm going to marry it with this blue flower prompt, which means a classic or literary fiction novel. And I think I got it. I am going to read A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I have seen this book everywhere. Whenever people are like, ooh, horror novels that you gotta read pronto, I always hear about this one. It has won so many awards. It is, I think at this point within the genre, pretty safe to say a classic. So I am going to use both of my previous prompts, the succulent prompt, the blue flower prompt, and I'm going to read A Monster Calls. As far as I know, this is told from the perspective of a young boy, and it's all about this monster that comes to their house, and I don't know if it's a literal monster or the monster is a metaphor for a violent family member. I'm not really sure, but I, again, have heard nothing but incredible things about this book. This is also extremely appropriate for the month of October. So I am, between this and the Seance Tea Party, I'm set. Whatever else we get, Doesn't matter. We're gonna have a spooky time. Let's go to the next roll. Let's see what we get.
This is roll number 4. That is a 14. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
14. That is a pink flower.
This one is my favorite prompt. A pink red flower means a romance novel. And I am going to continue reading this Kindle Unlimited series that I found, I think 6 months ago, maybe longer. I don't remember. I am going to read Gula by Colette Rhodes. God, how do I explain this series to people? This is a monster romance series, and our human hero or heroine, because I don't know if you can tell or not, the human in this book is a man. He has come to this parallel dimension that exists alongside Earth, and he is a part of a group of people who are able to see these monsters that come into our world. Historically, they have been hunters. They've been killing these creatures that come into our world. And the creatures that come into our world are shadow people. They can't really hurt anyone. In the parallel universe that these monster creatures live in, they're fully solid. They are people. Long story short, this is a romance novel between this man and this monster lady. Even though this is a romance, this is a monster romance. So again, it's gonna get me into the spirit of the season. Let's go to the next roll.
This is roll number 5. That is another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another succulent.
We got another succulent, which under different circumstances I would be annoyed with, but it's October. It's fine. This is actually welcomed this month. We are going to read this short story by Gillian Flynn called The Grown Up. I just recently saw this at my local library. I still need to pick it up, but I really want to read this. I looked up the synopsis for the short story, and it seems like we have a situation with a psychic lady who is a fraud, and she knows she's a fraud, and then she gets pulled into this situation that's actually supernatural. I love haunted house stories. I think they're so fun. They're so interesting. They get me so scared, and I cannot wait to read this. This is a short story. This will be a really quick read. I know that Gillian Flynn is typically more of like a suspense thriller writer, but I'm gonna give this a shot. I've never read anything by Gillian Flynn. I know that a lot of people have read Gone Girl and The Woman on the Train. I think those are her most popular books. I've never read them because I'm not a thriller person. I'm trying with this game. I'm trying to fix my ways. I think this is gonna be very spooky, and it's gonna be something I can just read in one sitting. Probably read it before I go to bed, have nightmares, just a fun time. That's about it. Let's go to the next roll.
This is roll number 6. That's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Orange flower.
We got an orange flower, which I'm gonna be that really jams up my reading month. It's a wild card. I know that they're like horrific science fiction stories. Those exist, I know. The problem is I don't have anything. I have nothing. I looked at all of my shelves and I realized all of my science fiction books that I have been keeping in reserve for the game, I read them. So we're gonna have to start over. I think within the next couple days, I'm gonna hit up my local library and probably go hunting in the graphic novel section and see if I can find something super fun. So if you have a science fiction novel, specifically a science fiction graphic novel that you really love and maybe is a little bit on the spookier side, let me know. Put it in the comments down below. I promise next month, before we get into the next game, I will let you know what I picked. And I'll actually be able to give you my review. So it'll work out.
This is roll number 7. And that is a lucky 13, and we're at the end. All right, let's see what we get. Less than 100 pages.
I rated my kiddos' library books to fulfill this. I am going to read Mother Ghost. This is a delightful little picture poetry book. This is definitely less than 100 pages, totally fits. I'm definitely gonna read this with kiddo. This is it. We're gonna have a good time with this. Okay, we have these. We have the Kindle Unlimited Monster Romance. We have the Gillian Flynn short story. And then we have the mystery science fiction book that I have not chosen yet. Well, that was fun. I hope you had a good time. I certainly had a good time. And I'm very excited to read all of these seasonally appropriate books for the month of October. Get yourself an impractical holiday mug that you need a straw to drink out of, because hot liquids are not an option. Go carve a pumpkin, go do some apple picking if you're in that part of the world, country, whatever, wherever you, I don't know where you live. Just go, I don't know your life. Go do some spooky stuff. Please be safe, have lots of fun, and as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a great day. Bye.